What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're back playing some PRISON Tron. This time we have 3 Stone Brain in the main and 1 in the side. If you guys saw my previous video, we were trying just the 1 in the main, 1 in the side, but I've really been liking having all 3 in the main and having access to 1 in the side via Karn the Great Creator. So let's take a look at some of the changes we made to the main deck and we'll go from there. For our land base, we've still been running the same 22 lands, Blast Zone, Caverns, Adventures Fair, Islands, all the Tron lands, and then 4 Saga. Where we made some changes is in the 0 and 1 drop. So we got rid of Welding Jar main deck and we got rid of 1 Sorcerer Spyglass. I liked Welding Jar because of all the main deck Boseiju and sometimes Prismari Command, but we've been pretty fine without it. And then Spyglass, it's such a flexible card. It hits all the channel lands, things that just potentially crush us, but having 1 in the main, 1 in the side has also felt fine. So instead of shutting things off or protecting our artifacts, we can use the Stone Brain and just remove them completely from our opponent's deck. Everything else we've kept the same: Basilisk Collar, Underworld Cookbook, Relic, Needle. I'm still not 100% sure on Collar and then kind of Cookbook, but they've been good when we need them, and then Collar with Walking Ballista is just a sick combo. Spellskite for protection, we have our Ensnaring Bridges, Serum Powder, Karn the Great Creator, like the best card in our deck, Mystic Forge to help filter all the top decks, Chalice of the Void for Prison, and then again, Walking Ballista just for that aggro protection, kind of whatever you need it for. In the sideboard, we did make some changes also. I think we were on 0 Dismember. We might have been on 1, but now we're on 2. I like Dismember for early aggressive decks. Murktide, Scam is pretty popular. So if we can dismember like a Fury or Grief after they used all their spells, it's pretty good. We still have 2 Welding Jar in the sideboard instead of 1 main and then 2 side. I just kept 2 on the side. It's felt fine for now. Tormod's Crypt for graveyards, Defense Grid for control. Coding just goes great with Karn. Another Spyglass, like we talked about. Another Stone Brain, just like we talked about here. Torp Orb for those ETB effects. Another Ensnaring Bridge. Witchbane Orb, good for targeting. Valakut, Burn. Possessed Portal, another win con. And then Sundering Titan for all those greedy mana bases. So overall, the core of the deck that we've been running is pretty much the same, aside from the Stone Brain. In testing, the Stone Brain has been pretty incredible. Playing this on turn 2 and then turn 3, just stripping their win con is insane. And if you don't know, after you use the Stone Brain at sorcery speed, it gets exiled. But because Karn the Great Creator says you can play artifacts from exile, we can just cycle Stone Brain, Karn, Stone Brain, Karn. This is like a win con in itself, just exiling their entire deck. If it gets to that point, usually it never will, but you never know. So that is PRISON Tron featuring 3 Stone Brain main and 1 in the side. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and let's get in the gameplay. 1, we are on the play. And this hand is looking to be a pretty easy powder here. We have 5 artifacts in hand, 1 Tron land, so I don't feel bad powdering them. Okay, so this is the same exact thing. Unfortunately, we have 2 Karns here. We do have a powder option, so I am going to powder this hand as well. Hopefully we're not against an aggro deck because that is all our 1, 2, 3 Spellskites, but we're going to powder them. We could powder this hand. I'm probably going to keep this hand, as tempting as it is, because we already threw back a tower and a mine. So I think I'm going to keep this. We can lead off on Basilisk and then Chalice on 1. We can Spellskite on 1. I mean on 2. Super interesting. I mean, this comes up pretty often, or more often than you'd think. Put this over here though. Are we getting scammed? Most likely. Ragavan. Okay, so this is the awkward part here is, do we play out Spellskite to block or Chalice on 1 to prevent further? I think I'm going to put Chalice on 1 here. I will take the hit with Ragavan. You guys let me know if you would have played Spellskite or not. It's tempting, but I know they have a lot of 1-drops in hand. They have Thought Seizes, and I mean, they could just Blood Moon us here, I guess. They do hit a bridge. Catacombs. We don't, especially in this matchup, we don't know exactly what to. Oh, it's just straight up Jund. Okay. So 1 does shut off like some things. All right, we get Tron. That's so if this is Jund's Saga, we can play out Tron here, play out Spellskite, we can play out a whole hand, or we can play out Saga. I kind of want to play out our whole hand. I know Thoughtseize is turned off. I also don't know what to name with. We could name Ren. If this is Jund Saga, I don't think they're playing. They're going to counter with Fatal Push, fill the yard for Tarmogoyf. Thoughtseize, fill the yard for Tarmogoyf. Sure, now it's a 3-4. We're going to be blocking Ragavan regardless, but I'm glad we put the Chalice on 1 now. I don't mind taking, but now whatever we draw is just going to be amazing, as long as it's not, hopefully it's not another Tarmogoyf. Okay, Proving Ground. This is probably going to name Ren or Windgrace. Could be Saga. Same Ren and 6. Their hand is all 1-drops. So that's Chalice on 1 doing work. They do have Abrupt Decay and K Command. Liliana, Boseiju, Riveteer's Charm. Don't care about that. So we care about Abrupt Decay, K Command. So I'll screenshot this. Get rid of all their Rens. Yeah, we definitely need to draw something before they draw something. We're going to be taking 3 again, and then we'll be making construct tokens with Collar. So that'll have lifelink. So we don't really care about taking the damage. We just don't want the or draw free cards off. That was tempting to name, but It would also, so we'll play a Blast Zone. We could always put Blast Zone to 2 to kill both Tarmogoyfs. It would kill our Spellskite, but we don't care as much. We know their hand is Bolt, Thoughtseize, so they're gonna get in again. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. We have to block. We'll block like that. There's no creature in the yard, so if we block that, this will still get in. It won't be large enough. We're trying to like cheese maybe. I'm trying to think if we tick this up to anything. So they only have 2 Tarmogoyfs left. We are safe with Spellskite. I'm gonna tick this up to 3. Well, so we can take it up to 3 for Liliana and Pyromancer. Let's see what we draw here. This will go get, so we're gonna end up killing Tarmogoyf if we don't care, and then we don't care about Ren. We can get map for another Saga. We can needle on Lily. Actually, let's get needle for Boseiju. We could map for another Saga, but we have our threat already. So definitely gonna needle Boseiju here. So this is 8. This is 2 to equip. So we can just 1, 2, 3, 4, equip like this, get free pings in. Could have also equipped a construct. I can't see them winning. Equip this, attack for 8, lifelink. They're stuck on all 1-drops. So against Jund Saga, I think I want these dismembers. Definitely want welding jars. Dismember is good for, I mean, they are Ragavan, Tarmogoyf. Everything's actually like pretty awesome. They have a lot of planeswalkers, so we want to keep our Spyglass and our Pithing Needle in. Relic shuts off Tarmogoyf and Ren. Cookbook for emptying our hand quick. Our main deck is like pretty well equipped as long as we can protect our stuff. So we're definitely gonna maybe we'll just bring in Welding Jar. This also names Engineered Explosives if we need. They're definitely gonna have like Force, Necromantia. Those maybe on the draw, Chalice isn't as good, but like I kind of want all. So this is gonna be another Serum Powder hand. We only have 1 land. We're gonna have to, we can't get needle with Saga, which is the downside, and we're pitching one of our 2 Chalices. Damn. Okay. So this is going to be another powder hand. We're ditching a Welding Jar. We can get these with Karn, but just the natural draws, and we're ditching 2 Karns here. It's not pretty. I don't know. This could actually be a mulligan. This is probably a real mulligan, to be honest. This is kind of greedy. Put a mulligan to 5. We mulligan to like a, so I would keep this on 5 in terms of that. I mean, luckily they don't have like a Thoughtseize turn 1. So maybe we'll just play out like a Saga, kind of like a Saga, especially if they get like turn 2 Tarmogoyf. Sure. Karn, pretty good. Let's go Saga this turn, get that going. We're assuming that they have, hopefully it's not Liliana down tick. We're afraid of that. Now it's a 3-4 island, not a good draw. So we can play out mine here. I guess we just pass and start making constructs. Alternatively, I mean, we played Saga out with the intention of doing that. I'm gonna pitch island here with the Thoughtseize us. What do they take? Spellskite for protection, Karn for inevitability. I'd like them if they took Stonebrain though, that'd be pretty cool. They only have 2 cards in hand. Especially if they uptick, they're only gonna have 1 card in hand after this. Play the Forest and then uptick Lily. Another Tarmogoyf. Dash Ragavan. Each player discards. I'm gonna trade Ragavan with that. They get a mana, and do we care maybe? I'm trying to think of it in the long term, do we care? Do we take 7 going down to 10? Trade Ragavan. These would be 3/3s. Nah, we're gonna keep it because we want to kill Lily actually. We just gotta hope they don't hit anything. No, Bridge would have been nice again. So we're not trading because we want to kill Liliana. So this will go get a map. In theory, we could get Relic to make Tarmogoyf smaller. Tempting, but I really want to, maybe we get Relic here. Let's get Relic here. We could get Tron. I'm going to exile Spellskite here. Play out a Saga. It does make Tarmogoyf a 4/5 currently, but if they want to swing in, can't get, what did we pitch here? I was kind of looking for, I don't remember seeing Collar. Maybe Collar could have been something else. Play a land out. I think I'm just going to take 4 here. I want to keep our constructs alive. I want to keep them large with Relic. Last zone on 2 is a thing. I do want to make more constructs, but then I kind of want to play out Spellskite so nothing gets destroyed. I'll get in for 8 here. I think we need to be aggressive. They have no cards in hand. If they want to get in, I don't mind sacking Relic to stay out of burn range. Going to 6. So this is like their top deck or bust here. Obviously, Jund top decks very well, but they drew for turn. We will block. See what their 1 draw for 3 mana. Is it Windgrace? They just didn't. That's weird. All right, we beat Jund. Cool. All right, next match. We're on the play. See if we can Serum Powder a bunch of things away. I wish I knew what we were up against. This hand's kind of bad. Has 1 Tron land, 1 Saga, like turn. So this hand would go like turn 1 mine, turn 2 Saga into 1. We do have the bridge. I'm gonna try it. We have like lock pieces that just kind of lock certain decks out, and it's not the worst. So we'll lead on a mine, and it has everything we need. Windswept Heath could be anything. Forest into. So my first thought is, so we'll go Urza's Saga. I'll go Chalice on 1. Not sure. Usually they don't go Forest first, but Windswept Heath. It can't be Yawgmoth because I don't think. I mean they might. So we can win this easily if we just Needle Yawg here. So I'm glad we played that out. As long as we don't draw Needle. Gemstone Caverns. I'll play that out. out, I guess we could have played out Blast Zone too, but we're not going to tick that up regardless. We could play Bridge here, play out Spellskite. We could hold up Saga tokens. Probably going to hold up Saga tokens. Hopefully they don't have like Yawg, start doing things. I think we have a pretty good Yawgmoth matchup. This hand is complete garbage against Yawgmoth, unfortunately. Milled Court of Calling too of note. So they can cast Yawgmoth next, which would be a pretty sick curve. Noble into Grist into Yawgmoth. They mill a young one. It is a Yawg. Damn. We'll make a construct token. This will get a needle. As long as we don't draw the needle. No, we drew the needle. I can't believe that. Can't believe that. I'm gonna make a construct. Cannot believe that. Cannot believe that. The one card, we have 40 cards. They're just gonna eat our stuff. 40 cards in our deck, or 50, we have 50 cards in our deck, and we drew the one of. So here we're torn between, because we can't play Pithing Needle because of our Chalice. So we can get Map because we're running low in lands. We can get Relic to stop their combo, which, because I feel like we're so far behind. It's between those two. I think I'm getting Relic here. It's infuriating. So if we ever draw a Karn, we can plus on Chalice. We can also still draw Spyglass. We can draw, I mean, Stonebrain we could Stonebrain for, but then they also have a, and then if they don't go for thing, okay, there's the draw off messenger they mill. They're gonna target themselves. Trying to think if I want to do anything in response. Well, they just have unlimited. This is unlimited. This would put draw offs back in. I guess I let that go. I'm not sure. We definitely need to draw a land though, because I want to play out Bridge, and also, so maybe that was a reason to just crack it there and hit that land. No, we're not gonna be winning this. I will I guess just play out Bridge for now. Can't play out creatures because they just mow them down. Yeah, drawing this needle, we just lost the game drawing that needle. So now they cord for messenger for 1 for a bird. Yeah, now we just lose if they play. I guess we just have to hold this open, and they sack that, put it on that, and go back. And they don't have anything in play. They're just losing life and drawing, but it's at the end of my turn, so they're gonna have something. They have like 8 looks at cards. I guess we should have just held up Relic, but if we hold up, maybe we go like Spellskite, hold up Relic, draw on a bunch of cards. All they need to draw is Cord or for Blood Artist or Messenger. X equals 2 for Blood Artist. Damn. All right, Welding Jar comes in, Dismember, and then out are these Chalice. It's an easy 4/4 swap. Now we know what to mull for. Now we know what to play for. This hand doesn't do anything, but it has. I think I'm gonna mull 1 because this hand like turn 1 collar, turn 2 like Ballista collar. Man, actually, you know what? We'll keep it. We have Ballista collar here. I talked myself into it. I almost didn't play collar, especially because they have Force of Vigor. They have Beseiju. They didn't play a 1-drop. That's kind of good. And of course, we draw the Mind like a champ. I'm trying to think. Did we play out Ballista for 1 here? Or hold it. Play out for, I think we hold it. Because we can play it out for X equals 2 and then equip. You can also Beseiju one of our Tron lands if they want. Maybe they'll just go like, if they just go like Wall of Roots pass, that's pretty sweet. Saga also gets Needle. Kind of don't want to get Needle before we have, and this is part of the combo too that goes pretty infinite with that. Play out Ballista. I think we can just pass. We don't have to kill Innkeeper right away. If they want to cord using Innkeeper, they're probably going to try to kill it. But if they go like Yawgmoth with all 4 mana open, definitely going to play Saga next turn, get that. Oh, I really wish I hit the mine. All right. We will go get an island. I'm gonna put a counter on this immediately. Get it for 3. So now we'll either start making constructs depending on what we draw into a tower or an expedition map. That'd be pretty cool too. So yeah, they gain a life. We could ping that also. See if they attack. We definitely win this race. So we don't really. And if we do draw the Tron land, we can just start pumping. So do we pump this or do we make? I don't want to go like 2/2 in on Ballista because if they kill it, then we're just. Can Karn get? Karn can get a Stonebrain. Karn can get Spyglass. Nothing for 1 mana. And we don't need Crypt right now. We can get Liquid Metal and start doing that also. I think let's attack. I'm probably gonna pump this to be honest. See if they have like a removal spell here with that. All right, so I guess so that's why we didn't really want to go all in on Ballista. That was one reason to do that, but they are stuck on, I guess they technically have 3 mana. So Patra does nothing without you. Mystic Forge can go I don't know. They just have so much. I think we just have to go Forge and start digging. Jar's good. Stonebrain. We could Karn and plus on their token, but and then just do nothing. I will Stonebrain there unless they play Yawgmoth. I mean, we could just dismember it, but they draw a bunch of cards. I'm gonna play the 1 from hand just in case we need to get under Bridge. Yeah, because we're not doing anything anyway. So if we cast it from here, we're not gonna have enough mana anyway. So we will name Yawgmoth. We can't cord for it. So they do get to redraw. Make sure we take all 3 Yawgmoths. So they have 2 Assassin's trophies, another Force of Vigor, and a Haywire. So we're going to screenshot this. Where's the Beseiju? Did they board out Beseiju? Oh, it's in the yard. Why is it in the yard? I don't know what I missed here. So the hand is 2 evolutions and a cord, and then a random card they do get to cord here for probably a Strangleroot. We're definitely going to have to empty our hand here. So they hit, sack Yawgmoth, make it a 2/2, and get another snake. Yep. Do we want to? I don't think we want to draw this, to be honest. I'm going to exile. I don't think we want to draw that. Like, we could draw it named Stonebrain, or we could name, oh god, that's a terrible. We like need to get behind a bridge. I think I'm going to, oh, Oh, what the fuck? God, no, I just fucked this whole thing up right here. Oh, that's so annoying. Yeah, that just skipped my turn. That's unfortunate. I was trying to put a stop here and I accidentally clicked to yield. Is that the only way we can lose? 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 if they... So we obviously would have played out a bridge. We could have played out another land. Not the land we need. Oh, the other EE on Wolf to go get Geist probably? Oh, are we just dead because we F6 through that? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're just dead because we did that. We would have been fine, I think. Our hand would have been empty enough when we had a Spellskite. We'd be down 1 bridge, play Spellskite. That's an easy matchup for us too, if we don't like F6 or just keep a shitty hand, not knowing what we're up against. Pretty great hand if we can survive. We're gonna keep. We're up against Gigantha, so that could mean Prowess or Hand Disruption. The worst one. The worst thing they could have. Hopefully they don't do too much. Monkey gets in. Gemstone Caverns, yes. The worst draw possible. Play it off the top of our deck, but they probably shock this in. Now they have 3 mana to do whatever they want. Oh, it's this. I'd like to draw a Spellskite off the top. That would be nice. I mean, we're just going to play this out because we can. We're going to be getting hit for minimum 5, probably 6 or 7. We did board out Trinisphere. Trinisphere would be a good one to get. Yeah, they have a lot of mana to work with. They're probably like dead, to be honest. Let's see what they do. I guess if they had another Prowess, they would... Oh my... So what sucks is that we have to clear our hand, but our hand is too... We can't clear our hand fast enough. Taking 6, and they get a Ballista. Ballista would have been perfect, to be honest. 1, 2... Yeah, Ballista's the best hit. Monkey takes the worst card and then takes the best card. I don't think there's anything we can get here. We can just like use Stonebrain and see their deck. It's probably just like stock list though. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 card in hand. Then we're just dead to that. I mean, they have Lava Dart in the graveyard anyway. So it's just like a stock list. And so we'll do... I mean, Chalice is amazing on this. This matchup's pretty good, but we just drew too heavy on the top end here. Dismember's like surprisingly okay because they just rely on creatures, maybe. So maybe like 1 Stonebrain out, 1 Spyglass. We don't need Relic just for the Lava Darts. I don't think there's anything we can Needle either, so we'll take out the Needle. Yes, we'd like to be on the play. Maybe we can get a Chalice start. And that wasn't even like a play draw. That was just, we were too slow. And this is just a mulligan. I will keep this hand. Turn 2 Chalice. Bridge Forge is tempting. Ballista's tempting. I'm gonna keep Inventor's Fair though. I don't know if it's right to put back Forge. It's just such a big drop. And unless we draw exactly Tron, which is maybe likely, but we're going to be putting this on 1, so we're going to have to like luck into it. And opponent's probably running either Blood Moon, Wear Tears, any like generic player power plant. So we are going to put Chalice on 1 here and hope it lasts, but light up the stage and it looked like they looked at themselves. Bauble goes off and we will another power. So we're just going to slam this on 1. They can't cast any more spells, but that's highly unlikely. This is also nice to get on 1 when they don't have a Prowess creature because they can just jam spells into Prowess creatures, and they can also like churn through their deck with Channeler. They Iteration. They play the land and then played Iteration, which I think is fine if you're digging for exactly Chalice removal and your hand does nothing else otherwise. Probably like, okay, they exile a land. Play out that. I'm trying to think if we play out Ballista for 1 and just ping immediately, or just play out Bridge. Just gonna play out Bridge. You could play Ballista for 1, ping that so they can't filter through their deck. I really don't want to just like, I'd rather play this for 2 and ping that. They've been a Skullscar Mage. So, okay, so now this is 3-3. Swift Spear countered. They could also have Shattering Spree, which is like a concern. We will play out Karn though. So Karn can get coding next turn. I don't want to get it now because then it can attack through it. I'm just gonna plus target nothing. They can't Unholy Heat it. I don't think they even have them. No, they don't have heats. And we're not gonna plus on our Chalice just to play map. So hopefully they don't have Artifact Disruption. I mean, they've drawn 3 iterations. They've cast 3 iterations, kept it on top, and we just went, okay, interesting. I have no idea. I don't know. I guess they didn't find what they were looking for. Chalice on 1, doing work. So now this is a play draw. All right, so this is an awkward hand. You guys, let me know what you think about this one. So we can powder this. It gets rid of Chalice and 2 maps, but we don't have Tron or anything. We do have Bridge to protect, but if they have artifact removal for Chalice, we just lose. But then we can go like turn 1 map, turn 2 Chalice, strand a map in our hand, and then our hand is just garbage. I'm gonna powder this, I think. If they have 1 form of interaction, they kept with 7. If this was on the play, maybe, but I'm gonna... Sand's also bad. 1 lander. We go to 4. 1, 2. Sand does nothing either. Turn 1. I'm gonna go to... What do we want to keep? We want to keep Saga, Blast Zone, Caverns. Go back 1. Not looking good here. I guess we just do that. I'm not gonna use the Gemstone Caverns. We're screwed. I mean, sometimes you mull to nothing. It happens. I don't think we could have kept any of those. The first hand just had mana, but like did nothing for 4 turns and we're just dead on. They do bauble, they do put a mountain in the yard. We're not going to lead off on Saga because I want to maybe make constructs. We draw a Tron land here. I guess we go blast and go. Yeah, losing the next game or losing the next match after the Yawgmoth match feels bad because we definitely could have won both of those games. So now we're just like in the losers bracket and we're just going downhill. Shock this in. Opponent has a really good draw. We mull the 4 and they have like a nice curve out here. So they attack for 3. Next turn they could hit us for 9 and Channeler. Let's see what we draw. I mean, we're just going to go Saga, Spellskite, go. They bubble us. We draw a Chalice on 1. I mean, I guess we're just going to play it out. Is that our best draw? Maybe. It's our turn 2. Like they did all this shit already. It will turn off Lightning Bolt from the yard, but they could like bauble, get a bunch of value that way. They can bubble 3 times, I think, with Channeler out, or they can just like blow up our Chalice. Oh, they're not going to... I feel like I would have breached there. Go bauble. Like, yeah, maybe you turn your Channeler off, but you get like 3 free cards, and now you're just going to lose your breach. Do Exile Lead cast one of their not casting light up the stage. See what else they want to play. There's Shattering Spree. So that's going to wreck us. We talked about this last game. We do have another Chalice. At least this will like make a... like take up a turn. So I'll play out Spellskite. If they want a Shattering Spree, they have to like use up their entire to kill everything here. They attack and then we just play Chalice for 1 again. What sucks is that our Sagas are die. So we're losing all of that value. They should Shattering Spree, replicate for 2 and kill Spellskite and Chalice. Then play Swift Spear, attack for 4. We play out Chalice. So they do cast Shattering. See how they did, if they did it correct. Okay, they did replicate it twice. 1 here. Did they do all at Chalice? They did both at Chalice. So I'm gonna have to lose 4 life for this. So unless that's like their goal to make us lose 4 life, they didn't do it correctly. I mean, I guess we go to 4. It's not nothing, but they should have just targeted Spellskite and Chalice and then they could have gotten it. Regardless though, we're probably losing this. We could get a collar. We're just like screwed on our land. We're just like screwed so many ways here. Like we could get Cookbook, start gaining life. We just have no match. 2, 3. Can't even like equip, ditch a... So if we play Spellskite out, so we're dead regardless. So let's just, so if we play Spellskite out, we can't redirect anything anyway. If we play Ballista out, it's just a 1/1, doesn't do anything. If we eat a food, we go to 7. We're still not dead regardless to this, unless they have like a 2 mana burn spell. So like maybe if we go up to 7, we prolong this, but then we lose another land. They have Shattering, well, they only have Shattering Spree for 2. So either way, if they kill Chalice and we had Spellskite out, replicate, unlucky here. All right, match 4. And I think we can do better than this. We only have 1 Tron land. Kind of slow, it doesn't really do much, so let's mull. This hand is a lot better. We have turn 3 Tron, Saga, Fair, Stone Brains, Protection. So I don't know what to put back. We can either put back Fair or Saga. Fair lets us get kind of whatever we want. Saga's good, just aggro, make some constructs. We'll keep, I think I'm going to put back Fair. I do like, you can go either way, I think. Fair lets you get something once you have Tron. Saga is just like a good early threat. Against Vile, we can assume Island Vile is Merfolk. Mystic Forge is a good draw. We'll play, hopefully they don't have like force or anything. Okay, good. Definitely don't want to get our map forced. So this matchup, if we can get bridge down, that's usually match 1, but we do have to get through force negation and we have to empty our hand. So it is Merfolk. They choose Merfolk here and they just pass. So they could have a flash Lord here and then they could have a 1-drop here. We'll just play out Tower and pass and make them act, which they're most likely going to like flash something in and then activate Vile. Trickster, okay. I'd rather be Trickster than a Lord. And they do have a 1-drop also. Shot and Dockhand. That's kind of annoying against us. At least it's not, what's it called, that turns all our stuff into islands. We've gotten got by that a lot of times before. So they take up the 2. They activate Vile. This is probably going to be a Lord. They're going to be swinging in for 5. It's kind of annoying. Definitely need to get a bridge down. They play an island. They only have 2 cards in hand. We would love to like naturally draw a bridge. All right, they're holding that back. They're holding Dockhand back so they can tap, I guess, our tower, which makes sense. Cut us off mana. Play the mine. So that's one reason we could have kept Inventus Fair, because we could Fair for bridge. Maybe we just draw it. They're going to tap our tower here. Not the biggest deal. So we draw an island. Definitely going to play out Spellskite. And probably just Stonebrain, honestly. I kind of just want to like empty our hand here. I don't want to play out the island because they have Island Walk and then we won't be able to block. I'm not sure what we use Stonebrain on. If we use any, we could use it on Force and Negation, but I don't know if we're going to have time here. We're going to like need to naturally draw a bridge, it looks like. So we're going to chump one of these, go down to 10. Okay, they're keeping that back. So we'll chump this Lord. If they, I mean, they're not viling anything in. They're going to keep back Dockhand to keep my tower tapped, which is like whatever. So because they're doing that, I can't even activate that either because this is only at a sorcery, which is keeps it a little balanced. Walking Ballista. I think we have to just play out Forge here and hope we have like one draw step for a bridge, maybe. That's not it. Play out Saga and pass. It's not looking good. We're not really drawing anything like of relevance. They fly. Oh no. So this is going to be Svelune. So this is We block here, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's Xaxes. We'll see if they attack all. Unless they have like another lord. Yeah, we can't beat that draw. Unless we draw exactly bridge, we're never beating that. So against Merfolk, we'll bring in 2 Dismember. And I think that's it. Take out like a Stone Brain. We'll keep in Pithing Needle and Spyglass. We can name Aether Vial or Hexcatcher. Chalice isn't very good here. Actually, Chalice is awful here. I'd rather have yeah, you don't want any chalices. You'd rather have like the redraws with relic and stuff like that. This hand's pretty medium also, especially if they have go turn 1 tower map, turn 2 saga. I guess we'll try it. Probably could mull to something, but we don't really have, like, we have Dismember is what we brought in. We don't really have anything crazy to mull to. But we can start making construct tokens with Spellskite protection, and hopefully they don't have Trickster. But their draw last time was just like perfect, minus us not getting bridge. All right, they do go Vial. It's a good one for them. We draw the power plant. That's pretty sweet. Just how we planned out, right? The Tron player. They take up to 1. They play Mutavault, and they Spreading Seas our tower. That's kind of annoying. I guess we'll go get another tower. Blast Zone's a consideration also. Kind of want to get a... So we could get Blast Zone, put it on... We already have 2 sagas. Blast Zone could kill Vial eventually. Let's just get another tower here. I think we need to go big. We're either going to go Saga beats or just go big with this. We could even just like not crack and keep it for artifact count. We do draw the Fair. Play out Saga. Play out Spellskite. We do have Dismember to kill like Dockhand or something. So we'll pass the turn. See if they activate. They don't. I'm probably just going to start making constructs until we can force them to do something here. But they have 7 cards in hand. They had another Mutavault. They don't have double blue. There's Tide Shaper. So with that on the stack, we're going to kill it so it doesn't kill our Saga. It's good timing right there because that just completely kills the Saga. We draw the Mine. It's pretty sweet. We're just going to play out Tower so they don't know that we have the Mine, and then we'll just pass. Because we're going to make some constructs and then just make like a huge ballista. They activate Vial, sure. That is fine. So they keep Vial at 2. They have 5 cards in hand. So they probably have, okay, they drew their second double blue. I'm pretty sure that's what they were missing to cast a bunch of their things. It looks like they're going to go all out here. Another Spreading Seas. I mean, at least it's not on our Saga, but it's kind of annoying. They have 2 Seas in the top like 13 cards. Oh my God. They have 2 Tide Shapers and 2 Seas. That's really annoying. I feel like this is like, if you've seen my videos before, this is always how the matchup goes, is somehow they have their best cards against us in like the top 10 cards of their deck. So we'll make a construct. This will die, unfortunately. And now they're going to Violin a Lord. Yeah, this is like their best, living their best life here. And we can't block because they have Island Walk. So they pass. There's the bridge. At least we naturally draw bridge. Let's see how long, as long as they don't have force here. If they have force, I'm going to lose my mind. Trying to think if I should pitch. I'm just going to cast Ballista just to get our hand low enough. And hopefully just bridge being down does something for us. And then we'll pass it back. Hopefully they didn't bring in like Ratchet Bomb or something. I think that's the only way they can get rid of bridge. But we can play out Fair. We can start making more constructs. They're keeping Violet too. So they can only get in with, they can get in with Master of Pearls for free. We just really don't want to draw lands. Lands are like the worst possible draw because we can't empty our hand fast enough. They don't attack. We draw the island. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to play out Fair. We can start gaining life and we can crack Fair if they ever try to destroy it. This might go get a Mystic Forge, and this counters all our spells, which is annoying. So maybe we don't get a Mystic Forge with this because they're just going to counter it. They can get in for 2 if they want. We can't block because we have islands here. I guess we just keep this. Do we get punished if we make something here? They can't flash in like a Tide Shaper. Okay, we do get to untap. We get to gain some life here. Draw another land. We're just gonna float the mana here. This can go get a cookbook. Get a cookbook here. Play out Saga. Discard the island, and we'll just pass. I guess we could have used that food to or use that mana to gain life too. I'm trying to think of how they get out of this. The only thing I could imagine them having is Ratchet Bomb. Another Master. Another... Damn, their hand was stacked. Who's gonna win? Like all these... They have 4 Lords versus our just Ensnaring Bridge. We have Spellskite for redirection of anything. Maybe we get a jar with the next one. We're never like casting any... Nothing's resolving with these Hex Catchers though. Sphaloon, yeah. And now they all have Ward 1. 1, 2, 3, 4... But nothing's resolving that we get with Inventor's Fair, so I don't think there's a point in doing that. I'm just going to eat this food. Stone Brain. So we'll play out a land. Let's see if they want to... Oh, they didn't counter it? What? What could they have? Let's try naming like Hurkyl's Recall. Oh, Otawara. No, okay, so Otawara was the name. But even if they cast Otawara, we can redirected to Spellskite, so that's not a big deal. They have 2 Otawara, 1 Force, and a Subtlety in hand. They have a Phantasmal image too, that's kind of cool. So we just have to worry about the Otawara, but we're pretty insulated. All right, we'll just pass. Unmoored Cookbook could get back Walking Ballista. I really just want them to, they're not going to cast Subtlety, but that getting back Walking Ballista and then us putting a collar on there would be sweet. They just do nothing. There's a collar. I'm gonna float the mana. What are we gonna put in our hand? If we get tower, if we get map for tower, needle, I guess we'll just needle Ottawa. Now we are good. Now they have absolutely nothing to get past bridge. Now we just have to worry about winning the game. They play out Tide Shaper. See if they try to hit Inventor's Fair. We'll crack it now. They're gonna counter whatever we get. I mean, we could get Walking Ballista. We're gonna get Walking Ballista because they don't have Subtlety mana up because they wasted on Tide Shaper. So now we have Walking Ballista. Okay. Opponent should have conceded, I guess, on Otawara, but that's fine. So we know that we have to name. So Tormod's Crypt does nothing. Chalice of the Void does nothing. I guess Stonebrain can come in. Spyglass can come in. So this is their deck. They don't have any like artifact removal. They have 1 Force, 2 Otawara, and that's it. So we just have to keep them off Otawara, I guess. Get a bridge down and needle Otawara, and then we win. All right, this is going to be a very awkward Serum Powder, but I think we need to. Because we could like turn 2 Skite, they like eat one of these lands with Spreading Seas, and then we just do nothing. So I'm going to powder this. I think I'm going to keep this on the back of Spyglass and Bridge. And we get a turn 2 Spyglass. So I'm going to Gemstone Caverns, pitch Island, and see what happens. I think this is a fine keep. I mean, we could go Spyglass on Vial, but I don't know if that's worth it. We'll look at their hand and see. I don't want to go Saga because I don't want them to get rid of my Saga. They have the Force. So they do have the Force for... That's annoying. They only have 1 land, or they have Cavern. They don't have double blue. They have Vial. We could name Ottawa, or we just name Vial. I think we just name Vial. It's going to slow them down enough to where we can get some things down. Play Bridge next turn and make them force it, I guess. There's like no way around that. So they're going to play out Cavern here. Activate Mutable, sure. Maybe we don't even, maybe we don't even play Bridge. We could just go like Saga map. I like that. Saga map crack. Because if we don't play out Bridge, they can't force it. Just get some large constructs going. Get the construct beats. I'm fine with that. Especially if they can't cast their spells. We gotta hope they don't draw lands. If they draw an island, then they can cast all their things, which will be annoying. They have Sphaloon, Lord of Atlantis. No, they drew their island, and they're gonna cast Sphaloon. They have Force, Lord, and something in hand. I mean, I guess we get to gain life with Inventor's Fair. Karn is a good one. These are making 4/4s. So the 2 plays here are... we got a bunch of plays here, actually. We could crack a map to make our land drop. Then we don't get the 4/4. We can play Bridge, make them force it. Then they don't have a Lord, which I'm assuming is hopefully their only other blue card in hand. Then we get hit for a bunch, but then Sphaloon can... I think we just chill. I'm just going to chill. I know we're not making our land drops for Karn to eventually get back Bridge. Hopefully that doesn't punish us. Sphaloon does not have Indestructible yet, but they can play the Lord pre-combat. So now we can't block profitably. They get to draw a card, sure. By doing that, we assume they have another blue card in hand, especially because it just drew a card. Oh, another Aether Vial. Oh, that's not a good draw for them. So we will make a construct. Let's see if we draw a land here. Saga. Do we make another construct? We can get a collar. So we can get a needle for Otawara. We can get a collar. I'm going to make another construct. I think because we have the other Saga, I'm just going to get a needle for Otawara. Play out another. And I think we can get the beatdowns in. So we know they have Force, maybe a land, and maybe like another Merfolk. Luckily their vials are shut off. I'd like to draw like actual lands instead of Sagas. All right, they drew another island. Hopefully they don't have like Trickster to shut any of this stuff off. Lord of Atlantis. If they play out... Oh no, Spreading Seas. So they just have Force in hand, so we can get down Bridge now. And I'm so glad they forced the fair. Now we just get down Bridge and win. I wonder why we can't block. Okay. I was going to say, why'd they attack with that? But they just gave us Island Walk. Totally fine with this. We're going to get down Bridge. Ugh, Mystic Forge. Not a good draw. It's actually really bad because now these 2 can both get in. Man, if we lose because we can't empty our... Wait, what? Oh, they drew a card. Oh, they had to draw exactly... No. They had to draw exactly... We just lose now. Oh my god, I can't believe that. Man, they had to have exactly all that. Unlucky. Yeah, so they had to draw exactly the blue card for Force. We had to draw all these 4 drops we can't cast. I think this line was fine, not going for additional lands. They needed exactly spreading. Yeah. Not working out this league. I don't know. All right, the final match. Let's see if we can pull out that 2-3. This is kind of like an awkward hand. We have 2 to 3 Tron lands, some early. I guess we'll try this. It's really tempting to powder just because we can powder. This hand's like medium at best, unless we draw. Really want to get that 2-3. A lot of close games. We'll lead with the power plant and see if we can get there. Probably turn 2 Spellskite, turn 3 Serum Powder. Aw, they said, bro, love the content. Good luck, good luck. How nice of them. Birds of Paradise. So if this is Yawg, hopefully we can get a Brainstone in there. We're gonna go Ballista, ping birds. Seems like a, actually, no, we're gonna go Saga, ping birds, and then just needle, terrible draw. We'll just needle Yawg. We just have to hope they don't have Boseiju in hand. So that's one thing. We got a needle Yawgmoth, needle Boseiju, game 1, and then game 2, they just bring in a bunch of shit. But here we'll play out mine, maybe make some constructs. This will probably like a wall or ooh, another. Oh man. Oh, we drew the tower. Man, I really wish we had a ballista now. We could just mow these down. Let's just get down Serum Powder, and the next turn we'll put down Spellskite. You could argue putting down Spellskite now because they do have a chance to Boseiju the needle, so maybe that's a consideration. But hopefully, if they tap out for like Yawgmoth, they won't have the mana to activate Boseiju. That's what it's looking like. Yeah, there's no land. Okay. And we draw the ballista. That's pretty sweet. So we're going to float this mana. Definitely going to go get that needle. Not going to happen to us 2 leagues in a row. We will name Yawgmoth Thran Physician. So we have to get down Spellskite first and foremost, or else all our shit will die. So we're just going to ping this, and pass. Next turn, we have Mystic Forge to rebuild. They've hit their land drop. They shocked that in. Strangleroot Geist, Yawgmoth. Oof, they had the combo. All right, we're just going to bounce here, take 2. We have the Spyglass. Let's lead off on Mystic Forge first. This will probably name Boseiju. Oh, Stonebrain. Okay, well, we can't not cast Stonebrain, right? We will name Boseiju. They have 2 Boseijus. Ooh. What else do they have? They have Chord and Evolution in hand. Let's screenshot that. Chord, Evolution, 1 Endurance, 4 Grist. We'll probably Spyglass Grist, and I think that should be game. As long as we can, what's it called? Stabilize here. I don't really want to draw another Mystic Forge though. They could just beat us down if they want. We're definitely looking for Inventor's Fair, Bridge, Karn. Yeah, they're gonna EE just to make Strangleroot and get a Droths probably. Yeah. I mean, we're taking damage. We're not out of this yet. We will block here. We're gonna take 3, go down to 13. We're gonna exile this. We will pay a life because I really don't want to draw that. Spellskite is fine. Walking Ballista. What do? We can Ballista for 1, 2, 3, 4, or just, we don't have to ping, we can just block. Put Chalice on 0. Chalice doesn't do anything. I'm trying to think of what to do with this Ballista, because it's not blocking, but then we haven't been attacking with it, which is never good. I guess we'll just hold it back. If we want to ping Yawgmoth on attacks or something like that. They draw the Dryad Arbor. If they don't draw Grist. Grist would, oh, no. All right, well that's, they can, that's so annoying. So they're going to ping down our Ballista. Well, I guess we can just redirect it to Spellskite, but I'd probably rather just shoot stuff down and have a blocker left over instead of take 2 life and redirect. It's frustrating. We just like really need that bridge, or we're going to lose just like the fairway. We lose 2 life. We go 1, 2. So at least get rid of Strangleroot Geist. All right, they're going to Chord for 1. Probably like a Noble. Oh, another Wolf. Oy. That dies. Ping Grist, and I guess we'll ping Dryad. This is looking awkward. So they're not going to attack. Map, how slow is map? We play map. We have 8 mana, so we can, so 3, 5, crack. I think we draw map, because man, this is close. We draw map, we can get Inventor's Fair. Stonebrain doesn't do anything. Get Inventor's Fair, play Inventor's Fair. So we have access to 5 mana now. We block. Yeah, they have no cards in hand too. So they're going to be, we can block, shoot. Okay, good. They drew birds. So we can block here. So we'll do block, shoot that. Life doesn't really matter. We maybe could have shot birds. We'll take 1. I'm just going to do this now. Get Ensnaring Bridge and pass. Okay, so we're going to draw a map. That's fine. We're going to play out Bridge, play Spyglass. We will name Grist. We have 3 mana. Play out Spellskite. Empty our hand. Okay. Man, that was a lot. That was a lot harder than it needed to be. So against Yawgmoth, we have the Dismembers for Yawg, and we have the Welding Jars. We board out all 4 Chalices, do a clean 4/4 switch. We can keep, I guess we'll bring in Spyglass. It's always tough with like Spyglass and Stonebrain in the sideboard. If we want to Karn for one of those, just to name, keep them in the board to name Yawg, or just to go get them. We might just do that. We'll keep them in the board if we want to Karn for them. We want Cookbook to empty our hand for Bridge. It's not the most important, but as you guys saw, it can come up. Relic's good, Needle's good, Collar's medium. All right, we're going to keep this hand. We have turn 1 Needle for Yawg, or turn 2, whatever. We have Map, turn 1 Map. They have a lot of artifact hate, so we can't just like expect Needle to get there, but it just could. All right, well, that's a really good draw. Tron online is huge as long as we don't get Besaged. They play Yawgmoth first, so they don't have mana ramp. They're going to get him for 1 and no plays. We will play the Mine. I feel like they're holding up Besaged, like that's what it looks like. But I mean, if they didn't use it then, 2 mana, 3 mana, drafts. All right, they have all the goods here. All right, I'm just gonna go get a power plant now. Draw another power plant. Let's Spyglass, see what they have first. Cord, Shieldred. Oof, Shieldred. Oh no, how the hell do we beat Shieldred? What the hell? Like the one of Shieldred they have in hand. I guess we'll name Yawg with this one. I'm gonna get Mystic Forge out. Another Mystic Forge. Needle. What's their hand again? Their hand is Cord, Shieldred. They can also like Cord for like the wolf too. I'm just kind of spending my mana here. Shieldred's just gonna kill us on our own. That's so funny. So how do we beat Shieldred besides like stone braining? They're definitely gonna just slam Shieldred here. Yield to end step. I'm gonna I don't want Mystic Forge here. Another Bridge is not gonna do it. Maybe like Basilisk Collar to gain life back. Looks like we have to like empty our hand here. Actually, because we're gonna empty our hand, let's just cast another Saga. Yeah, we're still gonna get hit with Yawgmoth. Not sure what we do. Gonna go to 8 here. I guess Cookbook, honestly. Cookbook's just gonna keep us alive if they don't wanna kill us before then. But they're gonna Cord for something to destroy these things. Cord for 4, and they just can. Well, no, they're not gonna do Yawg. Oh, they can't attack, so I guess they might as well Cord for that. Yeah, that's all right. We definitely don't want Saga now. Oy, yeah, we're drawing pretty poorly here. All right, there's that. Out Serum Powder. Just have 1 card in hand. At least they can't all attack. What can Karn get though? Karn can't get anything of relevance. I can't believe we're just gonna lose the Shieldred triggers. Ugh, Saga. We're at 2. Karn doesn't get anything, right? We have no life gain in the main. I mean, in the sideboard. I can't believe that. That's wild. Draw with Relic? No. Damn. Shieldred got us though. I'm pretty sure they just run like they run one of these. All right, so I mean, Cookbook would have done it. Collar would have done it. Dismember shuts off Shieldred. By shuts off, I mean kills her. Damn, we had all the defense package, but we didn't have the anti-Shieldred package. All right, we're on the play. I mean, I'm gonna keep. Oh no, I meant to clip. I meant to click yes. This hand's much worse. Man, I'll keep, I guess. Man, yeah, this hand's much worse. Can't believe that. Happens to the best of us, right? Just misclick. Definitely keep that. Turn 1 Map, Saga, we have Bridge, we have Protection. Now we're just like doing nothing here. Guess we'll just play out Map and pass. I want to make sure I hit my 3rd land drop. Ugh, that feels terrible. Play out Catacombs, Geist. Okay. So next turn they could go, yeah, like I don't know what to do here. Like we're just not drawing anything. Not drawing lands. I'm so sad that we mulligan that hand. That hand they're gonna crack. Probably have Yawgmoth here. Would not be surprised. Well, okay. So yeah, they do have Yawgmoth here. The best way to cast Yawgmoth. Oh no, they just went Magus. Okay. I don't know. I just want to hit lands. Jesus. It was not meant to be. We can block this. Well, no, we can't even block it because of Ignoble. Blood Artist. Another one. Maybe attack with both. All right, we'll jump that. Or block there. Take 4. Definitely need a land here. Yeah, not happening. Damn, that sucks. All right, so that was Prison Tron with 3 main deck Stone Brains and 1 in the side. I'd say that league, I feel like we got really unlucky that league. I don't know what else to say. You guys can tell me different, but I thought the games were close, but the games we lost, we just drew nothing, or they just had everything, it felt like. Other than that, the games we won, we did draw the things we needed, Stone Brain, Bridge when we needed it, stuff like that. But overall, I'd still say the deck is good. I love this deck. It's really fun. It's really fun to play in paper too if you haven't done that yet. I like this sideboard. I like this main deck. I'm not sure what I would change. So I'll probably keep playing this iteration. Hopefully the games are a little better than they have been. But yeah, that'll do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and we'll see you next time. Peace.